I will be using. Now use Houston's defense. Welcome stream. If you're new, like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses.
I'm just signing AB, and then I'm just gonna trade him for a better running back. Hold up, guys. I'm just really confused. Where is J.J. Watt? He's injured.
This is the development trait. Superstar. This player has a zone ability.
34 weeks. Well, that's bad. I'm just gonna play our week 1 game.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Higher rewards, but also higher risk. Start your week by installing your game plan.
How will the Saints respond to heartbreak yet again? It's the coach. It's the first of 2 this Monday night on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the New Orleans Saints trying to put the sting of last year's NFC Championship game no call behind them as they play host to a preseason favorite in the AFC South, the Houston Texans. I'll look back to opening weekend at halftime, but now it's off to Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints getting set to take over, and they will be led out by the all-time leading passer in NFL history in his 19th year now in the NFL, Drew Brees. Brees now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for not much space to rumble.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Oh, getting this wide open. The pass down.
Brees here finding Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brees to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. His opening drive there last time out looked good for a while. The offense was on the move, but then the pick 6.
They were clicking. He was looking good. And, you know, if this was a game played by real human beings, we could get an actual answer. These are virtual guys out there, so we don't know what's going to happen or what actually happened with the miscommunication on that one.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brees. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Brees going to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year. It's Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Rock.
I'm challenging that. This game, I don't get this game. What's the point of challenging if he like never lets you? One. Nah, that was 1 foot. That's dumb. That was 1 foot too.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze.
Come on.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Breeze now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders. The final home opener. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Jim has it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Playing Madden 20 the game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on them.
And he takes it
into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's the best receiver in the game.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And Rainbow Six Siege, but I just took a break. I started playing Madden again. Madden's just a fun game overall.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call. On 2nd and goal, Watson, and he'll take this in for a Texans touchdown.
Give him 6.
From 4 yards out, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did. Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back, Ted Ginn's gonna go. 30.
Robbie.
10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 75 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house. Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Nope, lost me just like that. Well played.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Don't touch it.
This is fielded at the goal line.
You seriously touched it. Oh my God!
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position. But we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Third and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh, my God.
2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
I think all these
and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Breeze, and Thomas has it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Dude, it was 2 blockers on one, and they still don't block.
David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go for his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as they have taken the lead.
You're such a liar.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can
First
still
off, you
come.
tell by your grammar and
2
by your
touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter.
Hold up.
Ridiculous. You've got.
Just hold up, Mohammed. Mohammed, first of all, you're lying. You're fucking lying. Get out of here, kid.
There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Complete. Smith has it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze.
Are you serious? No. I hate this game.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Like the dumbest thing.
One thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
I do not like the
tackling
system.
Third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
That's stupid. Now they're going to score twice.
All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Brees. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Like, come on, man. It's simple that my guy tackled him. And then, come on. That just gets his fucking pissed. He clearly tackled him, but they didn't count it. This game is stupid.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah,
I can never stop
up, and then you got a brand new
offenses because this game is just dumb. Don't touch it. That's just dumb. My guy clearly tackled him.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
You've
got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away.
We're in the lead.
So we're at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, Ford. Let's go.
And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Square, but I actually
Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Pass
protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Going deep here for Stills. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Clip it twice in a row really fast.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins.
That's a first.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here we we go on fourth. Watson.
Dude, let's go still. Honestly, let's go.
And he gets this inside yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I would have got that.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Still running. We haven't been running.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
When I pass, they do block
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground.
Come on.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Breeze now.
We can never stop their offense. There's always a guy open. Every single play.
Near the 40 to the 39.
Like every single play, there's always one guy right open. Watch, I'm gonna bet this guy wide open. Yep, called it. Yep, called it. I seriously called it. I seriously called it. My team always leaves at least one guy wide open each play. Each play, you always leave one guy wide open.
If they can make the PAT. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
my team always has one guy at least open.
All right, because once he took off,
one guy.
I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And
now I lost lead because my defense team never stopped their defense. I mean, the offense.
Fair catch signaled for
They've only stopped them twice.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime. Was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right?
Fix your game.
Weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job.
How can a 99 overall best receiver in the game drop an open pass?
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Touchdown, let's go, Steelers.
This one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result?
If we can stop him once,
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We'll go up by
and the
14.
points they have come fast and furious
then we have
in
this.
quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive
I
side of the
guarantee you
ball,
we have JJ
because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Oh, there's always a guy wide open. My team can never stop him. Another guy wide open. Come on, just cover him. It's not
able to get 7 on
hard.
that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, Kamara.
Just stop him. What is this game?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Oh my God, this game is just ball. It's just ball. He touched 3 guys. But they didn't mark him down. Watch, they're gonna run again.
First with Kamara.
Guarantee, I like so surprised
Give
me.
him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
so
when they're
surprised I
open,
was.
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Another guy wide open. What a surprise. What a surprise.
And he's going to be taken down.
Another guy wide open.
First down as the stop's made at the Texans 39.
My guys
So
cannot
first
play
and
this.
10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
This is sad.
Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't...
Now Breeze lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Breeze. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Breeze to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the... Seven. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. It's complete to Hopkins. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 44 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Watson on 1st down. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. They fights him off. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And now out comes Houston. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 4th down, Watson, and that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Kamara. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Past the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, certainly.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 4, 70 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 20! And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 20. They've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
That's us. That's us.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Houston, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Huge win. 69 to 60.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Alright, I'm gonna sit for next week and then I'm gonna end my stream. Show you guys the team. That was crazy. It's won by.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Where's Deshaun Watson? Broke the record. Yep. Deshaun Watson and Drew Brees. In the same game. That's crazy though. We won and I blocked the field goal. Show you guys the team real quick. Good stream though. Had a lot of people come in. This is our team. Alright. Peace out, guys. Be streaming tomorrow. See ya.